What's up guys, this is Rise and welcome to another video where I'll be showcasing you a really strong Great League team that I recommend. This is a team I'm sure other content creators have shown before. I think FP Sticks either used this team or a similar team a while back, but I ran into someone using this team and oftentimes I'm like, you know what, like that seems like a fun, strong team to run, so I'm going to try running it. Swampert, Pelipper, Spammy, pretty simple concept, right? Pelipper is a great safe swap and should lure out maybe like an electric type if they have one as the swap, or like a steel type, something that Spammy can avoid. And then Swampert, of course, is a great steel answer. and yeah, I think this is a really solid team that I recommend. My opponent gives up switch there, which is really interesting. Perhaps a bit of a mistake for them giving up switch. I also could have kept that that weather ball. Might have been more useful for later, but I kind of just threw it because I was afraid of getting a farm down before I got it off. And it does some nice chip damage, so I will be able to air slash this down before the Abomasnow gets to another move. The Azu doesn't have that much energy, but it did have some, so I did one air slash and then I just throw a sky attack here, which should be enough. What's in back? In Umbreon, and I should be in a pretty good spot here. I throw my sky attack instead of the Brave Bird just because I didn't want him to throw his move and beat me there, and he shields anyway. I tried to catch on Pelipper, but my opponent went over 100 energy, so kind of weird for them. But I guess it's kind of works in a way. It forces them to go over 100 energy, so they kind of waste some energy. I sneak in a mud shot there with Swampert, which is really nice. My opponent's farming up a ton again. And I'm thinking 2 Hydro Cannons might be enough from here with this shadow damage. Probably not quite, but close. I know I can take one more foul play, and I don't expect them to like go for a last resort or a psychic in that situation. So I took the first one. And I'm actually going to let this go because my Spammy has enough health where I know I can just shield and get to a Brave Bird. I'm not going to get snarled down. So we do just that. And the Scarmeister takes the win. But yeah, it's a really strong team. I've got a couple videos coming, this one and the next one, with very strong, like, kind of meta teams. But although I know a lot of us enjoy the Spice, I myself love commentating Spice and using Spice. I do get a lot of comments and a lot of people reaching out asking me like what's a strong team I could use. So I think the majority of people watching, like, they want to see a strong team that they can use to gain elo, because that's what most people's goal is, right? To try and climb the ranks and gain elo. So I know there will probably be, what's the over under, 3.5 comments saying, oh my god, Pelipper, oh my god, Spammy, oh my god, Swampert. There'll be like a couple of those, but I think those people are in the minority, and a lot of people will appreciate a strong team showcase that they could use to try and help gain some elo. Because the thought process behind this team is, right, Swampert's biggest weakness is grass. You've got Pelipper, which is a safe swap to handle the grass, and you might lure out something else, and Pelipper can potentially take switch back, and if you do that, then you get Spammy on the grass type and you essentially win the game. So pretty strong team. Swampert comes in. The opposing Swampert landed the Sludge Wave on my Pelipper, which wasn't great. In comes Altaria. So this is not looking terrific, but this is still winnable. This is still winnable. And remember, our opponent still has that Swampert, so I can't really afford to shield anything here. I need to save a shield for that Swampert, because Shadow Swampert just hits so hard, man. It just hits so hard. Get off a sky attack here. And I just blind throw here, expecting him to swap. I get the shield. And then check this out. Our opponent got greedy. And he thought I was energy dry, but I had one residual air slash. And he lets me take him out. And now we're in pretty good shape because Hydro Cannon is so busted, especially from a shadow. Even though it's resisted, should be able to take out the Big fluffy sky dragon from here. Oh, not quite, but one mud shot does the trick. And we're able to overcome... Oh, actually, not overcome a bad lead, overcome a neutral lead, but giving up switch. Swampert versus Swampert. These people had the same idea as me. They were seeing a bunch of, like, poison types and steel types, so they went for Swampert lead. I shield the Hydro Cannon, trying to sneak in the extra. He gets one in there. And I expect him to throw right away here, so I actually catch on my Pelipper. I'm able to successfully catch, which is nice. A little bit of energy from him goes to waste. I lure out the Skarmory, and I'm thinking, is it possible we have the Mirror team? Is it possible? But Skarmory and Swampert are like one of the most common pairings, right? Because they cover each other's weaknesses pretty perfectly. Got like the hardest grass counter in the game in Skarmory for most grass types, and Swampert, whose only real weakness is grass. And Dragon, it's pretty bad too. Dragon flying, I guess. Pretty bad. But Pelipper actually wins switch, and there's a Lapras in back. I aggressively swap into my Skarm. Because I didn't want to get Ice Shard all the way down, and I still have enough health on Pelipper where I think Pelipper probably will get to a Weather Ball before it gets Mud Shot down. So that was my thought process for switching there. I'm really deciding if I want to shield this or not. I do decide to shield since I have 2 Air Slashes worth of energy. Go for the Sky Attack right away. Come on, lag. I don't think that was because of the lag. I think he just caught it and it was just delayed for some reason. Oh, Rise! You dirty dog. Big farm down, and then I catch on my Pelipper. And now I'm thinking, Swampert has energy, and it can definitely live a Surf. So I'm willing to just come in here, not throw my Sky Attack, let the opposing Swampert take me out. This way, I get 1 Mud Shot, and I'm only 2 away from the Earthquake. And I know this is only a Surf, and even though it's Shadow on Shadow, I should be able to take it. A little close there, but was able to take it in this Earthquake. Bang! Magnitude 10. Takes out the Lapras for a nice win there. That was a pretty good game. I had 2 catches on Hydro Cannons, which ended up being pretty nice. Pelipper absorbed 2 Hydro Cannons. Shout out to Pel. Alright, bad lead. We swap in the Pel. Altaria leads might be the worst lead to see because not only does Swampert struggle, but Pelipper also struggles as the swap. So, like, this is not a good matchup for Pelipper at all. I'm going to bait here with Weather Ball. I do get a shield, which is great. But I have to expend, like, 2 shields. I'm already going down shields. Going for a Weather Ball here. Really hoping I get a shield. I do get a shield. I'm trying to get to the Hurricane, and I don't get there. So should have definitely chipped away with Weather Ball. But I was kind of committing to the Hurricane there. I thought I'd get there. I have a rank 2 Pelipper, I think. So I thought I'd get there, but looks like I don't. No shields. I'm committing to a huge farm down here. Big farm down just before they get to the 3rd Sky Attack. DD. So I'm going to Brave Bird here and dip. Switch. In comes a Ferrothorn. And unfortunately, man, if he was a little bit slow on the swap, I actually could have won this game. Because if he was just a second slower, I could have got to the Earthquake, farmed down with Skarm, and then Brave Bird the Deoxys. So that was actually pretty close. But our opponent reacted quickly enough to win the game. Because he knew we had the Swampert, so he was ready. He was on the tip of his... He was on the tips of his toes. Is that the expression? I feel like I'm blanking out. Okay. Shadow Swamp versus Umbreon. You would think a bad matchup just because we get outbolted so much, but it's not that bad. I sneak in a free Mud Shot opponent through on alignment, so good for us. I take the foul play. I sneak in another Mud Shot. I'm like, all right, I've got all this energy. I'm going to shield. And I'm going to go for the Earthquake here because I don't expect them to shield this one. Boom! Land the Shadow Earthquake. And Mud Shot down. So Swampert taking out. Swampert taking out the Umbreon. I get a shield back. Because I have a Skarmory, I thought I'd just let Swampert go down here. And then boom. Nightmares. A dang Galvantula. Crap, dude. And it was at this moment, my first set running this team, that I realized if you suspect there could be a Galvan back, you almost have to swap Pelipper to lure out the Galv and then come back in with Swamp. But yeah, Galv definitely a problem for this team in the back. Fortunately, I've seen very few Galvantulas since Great League comes back, or since Great League has come back. I've probably seen 2 Galvantulas. Catching the Genesect. Gotcha. Little Elo climb. What's that put us at? 3061. And we are... oh, and now I equip the pose. You're seeing Rise equip the cool pose. I already had it before that one, but for some reason I just didn't equip it. But now we've got the cool pose if you haven't seen it. And we're on to the next set. Starting right away. This is a different match, even though it's Altaria again. Gonna shield. Gonna try and play this out the same way as we did last time. He switches into Fisk. And I'm like, okay. Can I get Switchback here? I've got a huge head start. He was probably trying to catch a Hurricane. Excuse me. And I go for my 3rd Weather Ball. I'm getting off 3 Weather Balls before he even gets a move off. And he just lets it go. So he basically just sacks his Stunfisk. I keep building up, seeing if I can get to a Hurricane. Doesn't look like I'm going to get there. So this time I actually tap the Weather Ball instead of just letting myself go down. Good job, Chris. Altaria has been chipped, but it has a lot of energy. In comes Azu. And man, I'm really not sure if I can win this. I'm going to try and bait here with Hydro. I get a shield. I'm going to shield here. Play rough. I think a little bit of lag there. Going for another bait. Am I going to get it? I do get it. But now I know... ah, shoot. Mistake. Should have CMP'd here on the Hydro in the play rough, but because I naively committed to the to the Earthquake, I just kind of wasted that Hydro. Because if I land that Hydro, that pretty much puts this into like Sky Attack range. And then I just double Sky Attack for the win. I was expecting the swap. Is this over though? Is this over? I Sky Attack the Altaria. Will this KO? It's going to be close. Boom. I go for the Brave Bird here against Azu. Hoping this KOs. Boom. Doesn't. And I tie. And someone has already commented it within 2 seconds. But I actually could have won that game by doing something simple right here. Because the Azu had just Hydro Pumped, right? So the Azu didn't have any energy. I take the Sky Attack. I get off my Sky Attack, as you see. And look at the health on my Skarm. Definitely could have lived 1 bubble. Definitely could have lived 1 bubble from this health range. But I throw the Brave Bird, which lowers my defense drastically, severely. And that's definitely 1 Air Slash. So if I had just done the 1 Air Slash and then thrown the Brave Bird, I would have won that game. But a simple mistake like that and just throwing the Brave Bird instantly resulted in a tie. So definitely a mistake there on my part. Could have won that game. Shadow Swamp into Abomasnow. Not the lead you want to see, but we do have 2 answers for it. Got a neutral answer here with Pell and a better answer in Skarm in the back. He swaps in Golbat, which is kind of surprising. You don't see Golbats too often. I'm going to get off my Weather Ball here. And you know, I actually don't throw my Weather Ball here because I didn't really expect him to shield. And I wanted a lot of farm with Skarmory here. I wanted to try and get a big farm down with Skarmory. I know this is going to be a Shadow Ball, but I actually elect to no shield because I know how spammy the Abomasnow is, and I figure my shields are going to be really useful for the Abomasnow. In comes a Politoed. I'm going straight for the Brave Bird because I know my opponent probably wants to preserve their Obama. I go into Swamp. He goes in Obama. But this is the crazy thing with Shadow Swampert, man, is even these resisted Hydro Cannons are still going to chunk. So he's forced to shield because we already chipped it away with that wing attack damage from Pelipper. So he's forced to shield his Obama. I'm going to shield the Weather Ball. Another Hydro coming through. This time he didn't sneak in any extra moves, which is nice. And look how low it takes it. I'm debating, do I want to shield? I decide yes, I will. Now I've got 2 Mud Shots. I'm going straight for Hydro Cannon. No point in building up and baiting or anything. Aggressive Swap, because I know I have some residual energy. I sneak in an Air Slash, because he threw on alignment. Surf, not enough. Under tap, bang, bang, boogie. Overcoming the Swampert into Abomasnow lead. And that's the benefit of having double flyers in the back against grass. Is oftentimes you're able to overcome some of those tough leads. Next game, Swampert versus Surfetched. Not great. I sneak in an extra Mud Shot here, which is nice. So I'm going to be able to get to 2 moves before he gets the 2 moves, even though he snuck in that counter. This time I'm able to deny. So he has to shield this, otherwise it'll KO. And knowing that he's going to get to a Leaf Blade in 1 turn, I switch. And this is actually good, I hope, because our Skarmory's avoiding this. So I'm hoping this is good. But you're going to see, because of the Weather Ball nerf recently, these Weather Balls don't hurt as much as they used to. And the Bastiodon can just fully smack on down. Before the Weather Ball nerf, 3 Weather Balls plus all the wing attacks just about KO'd. Maybe not for an XL Basti. And then, oh wait, check this out, chat. Oh my god, did you see that? I was totally expecting the combo play. And I don't know if it didn't register or what. But it like didn't give me. I'm not trying to make excuses. It like look at the Skarmory. I'm expecting the combo play for the Surfetch to come in and Leaf Blade. I'm trying to tap, and it was like, I don't know. Do you see what I'm seeing? Huh. Maybe I tapped too low and then I tapped the Skarm? I don't know. But I did expect this combo play, and unfortunately the Surfetch's going to get to another move, and I mean, once my Skarm gets this low, like, there's still nothing. There's still nothing I'm going to be able to beat it back. And check out this just absolute sadness. We Brave Bird the Bastiodon from this range because I knew a Sky Attack wouldn't KO. The Brave Bird doesn't even KO from that range. Absolute sadness. And we don't even get to see the back Pokemon, so pretty unfortunate there. Okay, we've seen this matchup again. One sec, my buddy Speediest Chief just sent me a message. I need to respond to him quickly. This is urgent. By the way, go check out Twitch Rivals on Twitch when you're seeing this for a huge Pokemon Go event that is going to be absolutely awesome. It's like catch and play. Okay, Pelipper versus Spammy. Apologies for this. It's an important meeting apparently that's happening. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Okay, but we're finishing this off. Pelipper versus Big Bad Scarm. And, man, Pelipper is just so spammy, it puts in work. Got a shield, very nice. And I'm going to be able to absorb this on my own Skarmory. Even though I know this is probably a Brave Bird, I don't feel like it's worth shielding. Can tank it. In comes Azu. And we just got to think about how we're going to close this game out. We know that Umbreon is still back there. I'm actually able to catch on my Swampert. Because I feel like Skarm is kind of the key to winning this game. I'm going for the Brave Bird because I don't expect him to shield this first one. But now these bubbles are really chunking, and this is not looking promising. I'm trying to pull out some tricks, I guess, but you know what I should have done is I should have Brave Birded and then swapped to Swampert to catch, but it's all in the past, okay? It didn't really matter anyway. Yeah. Skarm just had too much work to try and make up. And our opponent 3-balls us, so we've seen some really impressive victories, and we've seen me just get destroyed a couple times. Now we're going up against Legacy Tiger. Swampert versus Cofagrigus. And we're going to be able to outpace this thing. I go to EQ thinking maybe he'll elect to shield here. But no, he lets it go. He didn't throw right away, so I'm just going to get this off to force a shield. And I'm actually going to go into Skarm here to tank this move. So I don't have to go down a shield just yet. In comes Mandibuzz, and this is terrific, to be honest. Because Pelipper kind of struggles against the tankiness of Mandibuzz. So I'm actually able to get to a Brave Bird here. And actually CMP'd him as well. So about as great as we could have asked for this matchup to play out. He actually undercharges the Aerial Ace. And I figure Swampert's energy could be really useful. So I'm actually not going to throw right away. And I'm going to build up extra. In comes Coffin. It's going to get to a move, and I'm really debating whether I want to shield. I decided to shield last second because I feel like it might come down to fast moves if I don't shield. Like health could be a problem. In comes a Drapion, and check this out. I go for the Hurricane because he knows I have so much energy on Swampert. I feel like there's no way he shields this. Boom! Land the Hurricane. Swampert has like basically 2 Hydro Cannons in back or close to it. I get the farm down. I'm going to be able to get off a Weather Ball here. Check out this play from the opponent. In a second, Weather Ball. He takes it, knowing he can't afford to shield. I come in Hydro Cannon, and I know he's going to shield it, obviously, but I'm figuring it does 1 damage through the shield. He's going to take me out. And I need 1 wing attack to KO. 1 wing attack KOs. And an epic win there. Man, what a battle that was. Great game to my opponent in that one. And we take the win. And that's the end of the video. A longer one. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'm late for a meeting with my teammates. And yeah, go watch Twitch Rivals right now as this video goes live on Twitch. Epic event, future of Pokemon Go, PvP, potentially an esport, long time down the road. Maybe, I'm hopeful. All right, bye, see ya, like, subscribe, comment. See you in the next one. Peace.